Hey Amy, how are you today?
I'm good, thanks, Todd. And you?
I'm good, pretty good. Let's talk about our favorite things.
Okay.
What is your favorite food?
Ooh, my favorite food is avocado.
Avocado.
Honestly.
Wow.
How about you?
My favorite food is pizza, I think. I love pizza.
Oh, me too.
It's so good.
It's so delicious.
Yeah.
And what is your favorite movie?
Well, my favorite movie is Star Wars.
Classic.
I know. And you? What is your favorite movie?
Well, I do love Star Wars too, but my favorite movie is Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Oh, I like that movie a lot. Oh, very good. Very good. So I was in high school the same time as the movie.
Were you?
Yeah.
Oh, great.
So cool. Who is your favorite actor?
My favorite actor is Jean Reno.
The Frenchman.
Yes, yes, he's French, but he has been in a lot of American movies too.
Yeah, I like the movie Leon.
Love it.
It's very cool.
Yes, I agree. How about you?
My favorite actor is Brad Pitt. So I
Yeah.
like Brad Pitt a lot.
He's great.
Yeah, he is good.
Very talented.
I'm sorry, what is your favorite season?
My favorite season is probably spring, I think. It's the cold of winter has passed and it's not too hot yet. So I think spring. How about you? What's your favorite season?
My favorite season is fall or autumn. I love the fall. I love the colors. It is not hot. It is not cold. And there are many holidays. And my birthday is in the fall.
They are great reasons to love
Yeah.
autumn.
So, when is your birthday?
Actually, my birthday is also in the autumn. My birthday is in October.
Oh, wow. Me too. My birthday is in October.
That's right.
What day?
14th.
14th.
Yes. And you?
The 2nd. Yeah. Oh, cool. So, next year, let's have a birthday party together.
Okay.
October birthday party.
Good idea.
So, what is your favorite city?
My favorite city is probably Osaka.
Oh, in Japan.
Yes. Yes. So far. Yes, Osaka. It's very noisy and colorful, and the people are very open and talkative. So I really enjoyed Osaka.
Nice.
How about you? What's your favorite city?
I think my favorite city is Barcelona.
Oh, in Spain.
Yeah, it's very nice.
It is.
It's warm. It's beautiful. The food is delicious.
Yes.
The people are nice.
Yes.
But it's expensive.
Right.
A little bit.
Yeah.
But Osaka is expensive.
That's true.
Very expensive.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks, Todd.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, Darcy. Let's talk about stative verbs.
Okay.
So I will ask you 5 questions or questions about stative verbs, and you answer them.
Sure.
Okay, first, what smells good?
Sweet things smell good.
Yes, that's true. I think fresh coffee smells good. I love fresh coffee.
I hate the smell of fresh coffee.
Oh, really? It doesn't smell good for you.
No, it's so like bitter.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. I think it smells so good. You don't think it smells good.
No, I think hot chocolate smells good.
Okay, there we go. All right, so next, what feels good?
A hot bath feels good.
That's true. A hot bath feels really good. I think a warm sweater on a cold day feels really good. Like right after the sweater comes from the dryer, it feels really nice.
Yes, I love that warm feeling you get when it comes out.
So nice. Also, puppies. Puppies feel really nice, right? When you pet puppies,
Yeah, I like the fluffy ones. They feel really nice.
they do. They feel really, really nice. Okay, so now how about taste? What foods taste really good?
I think spicy food tastes really good.
Oh, really?
Yes, I love like Thai food tastes really good because it can clear your sinuses and just gives you like a kick on your tongue.
That's true. It does taste good. I have a sweet tooth, so ice cream tastes really good. I love the taste of ice cream. Also, I love pizza, so pizza tastes good.
That's because cheese tastes the best.
That's right.
Something nice and melty.
That's true. How about foods that don't taste good? What food doesn't taste good?
Natto definitely does not taste good.
So natto is a Japanese food that's bitter, right? So it tastes
Yeah.
bitter. Yeah, that's true. I think actually pineapple doesn't taste good.
I think pineapple tastes great. I mean, it's nice and sweet, but then the taste kind of burns the back of your mouth eventually.
A little bit, yeah. I just like it on pizza. Anything on pizza tastes good.
I love pineapple on pizza. It gives it that sweet flavor.
True, so true. Okay, so we've done tastes, we've done smells, feel. Okay, now how about look? So who looks good? Who looks beautiful? What famous person looks gorgeous?
I think anyone that's over 6 feet tall looks gorgeous.
So everybody in the NBA looks gorgeous.
Between 6 feet and 6'5".
Really? Oh man, I'm bummed. I'm 5'10". I'm too short.
Just a little. I always notice, like, my eyes are appeals to people that are about 6 feet tall. I'm like, oh, they look nice. They look good.
So tall people look good. They look handsome.
Yes, I think so.
How about celebrities? Any celebrities that look beautiful, over 6 feet tall?
I don't know how tall they are. They all look tall in the movies.
Right.
Tom Cruise looks handsome, but he is not actually that tall.
No, he's not 6 foot.
He looks taller in the movies.
Right, that's true. All actors look taller in movies. Okay, so then we have one more, and that would be what sounds fun. So when you think of an activity, something you want to try, what looks fun or sounds fun?
I think like a big musical festival sounds fun. Like going out to a dance party sounds really fun.
Oh, that does sound fun. I think bicycle trips sound fun. So you do a bicycle trip across country for maybe 1 week or 2 weeks.
That sounds not fun. That sounds very tiring and exhausting.
Oh, really? I think that sounds energizing and exciting and adventurous and healthy.
It sounds like I need to take a nap and take a hot bath to restore myself.
Well, we definitely have different interests.
Yes.
Hey, Meg, let's talk about sandwiches.
Yum!
How do you make your favorite sandwich?
Well, my favorite sandwich is called a BLT. Bacon, lettuce, and tomato.
Ooh, that's so good.
Yeah, isn't it? It's very easy to make. First, slice the tomatoes. Then, toast the bread. Next, spread the mayonnaise on the toast. After that, fry the bacon. Then, put everything together and add lettuce. Finally, cut the sandwich in half and serve it with chips or fruit.
Okay, that sounds great. Let me check. First, slice some tomatoes.
Right.
Then, get some lettuce.
You do need to get the lettuce, but after slicing the tomatoes, you should toast the bread.
Okay, so slice the tomatoes, toast the bread,
Right.
and then spread mayonnaise on the bread, on the
Uh-huh.
toast,
Yep.
and then add the tomato and lettuce,
Mm-hmm.
and then, fry the bacon
Right.
and put the bacon on the lettuce and tomato
And the toast.
and the toast.
Yes.
I think I can do it.
You can do it. What about you? What's your favorite sandwich?
Oh, my favorite sandwich is really easy, but a little unhealthy. It's a peanut butter and banana sandwich.
Oh, sounds delicious.
So, similarly, first toast some bread,
Mm-hmm.
and then spread peanut butter on one piece of toast.
Uh-huh.
Then cut up a banana into big slices.
Big slices.
Then put the slices of banana on the peanut butter,
Mm-hmm.
and then put the other toast over the bananas. So
Okay.
put the sandwich together. It's
Right.
so delicious.
Wow, it sounds pretty easy. Let's see if I can remember. So first, toast the bread.
Yes.
Then spread peanut butter on one slice of toast.
Yes.
After that was cut the banana into big slices.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, put the second piece of toast on top of the sandwich.
Got it.
That's it.
That's it.
Great.
It's so good.
I can't wait to try it.
And I can't wait to try the BLT.
So, Sarah, you talked about competing in a rodeo. Have you done any other sports on horseback?
Yeah. Well, not a sport. I used to have a job, and my job was to take people on horseback into the mountains in Wyoming. And it was a really fun job. Every day, we would saddle up maybe 15 or 20 horses, and then we would take beginners, people who had never ridden horses before, and we'd show them how to lead the horses and get on the horses, and then we'd go up into the mountains for 2 hours or 4 hours or sometimes all day.
Well, that sounds great.
Yeah,
That was your job?
that was my job, and it was really fun. We would walk along these cliffs, and people would get nervous and they'd say, "Oh no, isn't my horse going to fall down the cliff?" And I'd say, "No, your horse doesn't want to fall down the cliff, just like you."
Yeah, right.
And the horses were really good. And to be honest, the horses mostly ignored the people on their backs. The
Really?
horses, they knew the path that we were taking.
Oh.
And sometimes people would want to do something that's dangerous, like go too fast or go a different way.
Yeah.
And the horses would ignore the people and go the way they're supposed to.
Oh, that's probably better.
Yeah.
What about wild animals? You're going on horseback trail rides through the mountains, right?
Yeah. And the area we went through was famous for elk. We saw lots of elk. And, you know, where there's elk, there are also the animals that eat elk. So there were mountain lions and bears.
Bears.
I never saw a bear, but I always told the people I was with, I said, "Don't worry, guys, if you see a bear, you don't have to be faster than the bear. You just have to be faster than the slowest horse."
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Did the visitors like that joke?
They did. They thought it was really funny until I pointed out which horse was the slowest. And then that person got really nervous.
Did you ever see a mountain lion?
I never saw a mountain lion, but one time the horses were all acting really nervous and they wouldn't go forward. And I didn't know why they were acting this way.
Oh.
They refused. And so I ended up turning around and we went off the trail and we had to make a big circle.
Really?
And then later I found out that there had been a warning that there were mountain lions in the area. And so I think that's why the horses refused to go.
Wow, those horses sound pretty smart.
Yeah. Sometimes in the morning, when we are the first people on the trail, I would see tracks, like wolf tracks or cougar tracks. But I never saw the real animal.
Oh, that's probably lucky.
Yeah.
Sounds like you had a really fun time at that job.
Yeah, it was really fun, and we were outdoors every day. That was my favorite part. The air was so clean, and I loved working with the animals and being in the sunshine. It was great.
So, Sarah, I was wondering, what kind of sports do you like to play?
Well, I love riding horses. And actually, when I was in college, I took a lot of classes about horseback riding. So I can do all sorts of sports on horseback.
Wow, that's amazing. Don't you think riding horses is scary?
I think it's part of the fun. For example, I used to be in the rodeo and I did a sport called saddle bronc riding. And the way you do this is they put the saddle on the horse and then they let the horse just go crazy. And the horse runs and bucks and tries to get you off. And you try to stay on. And it's really scary, but it's also really exciting.
Wow. That's what's called a bucking bronco, right?
Yeah, and it's really hard to stay on. In fact, you win if you can stay on 8 seconds.
Oh, that doesn't seem very long.
It's really, really long. When I was It's really long when you're on the horse. My first time, I only stayed on about 4 seconds, and then I fell off in the middle of the ring, and I got knocked out.
Whoa.
Yeah, and the rest, yeah, and I had a big black eye for about 2 months.
Wow. From falling off a horse. That's why it seems scary. Isn't it really dangerous?
It is really dangerous. And they don't make you wear helmet or any safety gear. I didn't wear a helmet my first time. I think it was pretty stupid. So the horse starts in a metal cage, so the horse can't move. And then you sit on top of the horse, on the horse's back in the saddle. And then you say, "I'm ready!" And they open the door. And the horse explodes and just starts jumping and turning and twisting. And the horse did about 3 or 4 jumps, and I fell off.
Wow. How many seconds did you make it?
3, probably
3?
about 3 seconds.
So you'd have to do that more than twice as long
Yeah.
to win.
I got better at it, but I never could stay on for 8 seconds.
Did you try any other rodeo events?
Yeah, I tried to do calf roping.
What's that?
This is a sport where you have your horse, and your horse is trained. It's not the wild horse from before. And there's a calf, and you try to throw your rope so that you catch the calf. And a calf is a baby cow.
Wow. And so, what do you have to do if you get your rope around the cow?
Then you have to run up to the cow, and you have to tie the cow's legs together. And when you finish tying the cow's legs together, the timer stops. So you want to do it as fast as you can.
That sounds really fun. And it doesn't sound as dangerous as the saddle bronc competition.
No, it's not as dangerous, but after a while, I started to feel bad for the baby cow.
I see.
It's just, he's a small little baby, and he's really scared, and he's trying to run away. And I started to feel bad about catching him with the rope and tying him up, so I stopped doing it.
I see.
So when we're talking about ideal hotels, what do you think is an ideal hotel for you?
That's a tough question, but when I choose a hotel, I would look at where the hotel's located
Right.
and also the food.
Right.
So as long as the hotel is surrounded by nature, preferably on the water,
Okay.
and maybe some mountains in the back. And if the food, the breakfast, and dinner, and all the food that they have is amazing, I'm good. I'm set.
Now, what about facilities? I mean, hotels have various facilities, whether it's gyms or movie rooms or computer rooms that allow you to do, internet and various things. Some hotels have pools. Would those be things that you would want in your ideal hotel?
Oh yeah, gym I'm not so interested in because I can, play sports outside when I'm surrounded by nature. Why would I be, inside working out?
Right.
But in terms of swimming pool, I'm actually interested because when I was looking at pictures, I don't know which country it was, but there's an outdoor pool, like infinity pool, that looked like it was connected to the ocean, and
Oh, wow.
it was just so beautiful. And before I thought, why would I swim in the swimming pool when I have an ocean in front of me? But if there is a swimming pool like that at the hotel, I'll definitely stay there for a long time.
Right. Now, what about spa facilities? Massages and different spa treatments. Is that something that would interest you in your ideal hotel?
Oh, yes, for sure. I am so into massages, and yeah, I would definitely want massage room and spas in the hotel. That would be perfect.
Oh, okay. And, there are some really expensive hotels that offer the service of a personal butler. Do you think that would be necessary for you in your ideal hotel, or would that be one amenity that you could do without?
I I think it depends, but I don't really, when I'm staying at the hotel, I would usually, want to be alone and want to enjoy my time with my family or you know, my husband or myself, that I actually don't want anyone following me everywhere I go. So, to a lot of people might be, that's a good idea. It's a nice treat to have, but I am personally not up for that.
Okay, well, sounds like a pretty nice hotel you've just described.
So, Mike, the other day my friends and I were talking about ideal hotels. What is your ideal hotel?
Well, there are many hotels that would appeal to me, but I'd say my ideal hotel would number one have to have a gorgeous view from the room. And if we're talking about idealistic, I would choose a hotel that is suspended over the water, just off the beach. And my ideal hotel would be not a hotel where the rooms are all connected, but rather rooms being separate villas or bungalows, and those villas to be situated just above the water. So when you wake up in the morning, you're literally above the water already. You're already on the beach. And to get from your room to the beach, you have to walk out and you wade in the water until you get to the beach. So a place like that, definitely my ideal hotel would, something like that. My ideal hotel would have to be situated in nature, and I would really love it to have a location that would provide me with opportunities to do a lot of cool activities, perhaps adventure stuff in nature, dealing with animals, that type of thing, being able to see the local color of the area. So that would probably be my ideal hotel. One other point I'd like to make is that the hotel would have to have unbelievable food. And I think a hotel with good food, and not just good food, but a lot of options for food. So when you wake up in the morning and you go for a breakfast buffet, you have a choice of virtually any different type of food that there is. A lot of good hotels are limited to what kind of food they offer, even if the food is high quality. So that would be another aspect for me that would be quite important for my ideal hotel.
Yeah, sounds like a nice hotel that you just described.
So, Sarah, what can you tell me about your hometown?
My hometown. Well, my hometown is called Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and it's a really great city. There are about 80,000 people. There are lots of things to do. There are 3 movie theaters. I love to watch movies.
Me too.
There's lots of shopping. You can find anything you want there. There are lots of malls and stores.
Are there many restaurants?
Yes. The thing I like is you can eat any type of food. There are Chinese restaurants and Korean restaurants, Italian restaurants. There is a big variety of restaurants, and they're all good.
That sounds great. What about parks? Are there many places to see nature in your town?
Yes. We have a lot of rivers and lakes and hills. My hometown has 4 seasons. So in summer, it's great because there are lots of lakes to swim in, lots of forests to play in. In winter, there is a lot of snow. So you can go ice skating or ice fishing or even skiing.
Wow, that sounds really fun.
Yeah, it's a really nice city. It's also really safe. There are lots of nice people there.
Good. Is there much to do at night?
Well, maybe not. There's not many things to do at night. There aren't any nightclubs. There aren't many bars. So, actually, maybe there isn't much nightlife.
That's okay. It sounds like a nice place to have a family.
Yeah, it is. It's a great place to have a family. There's lots of good schools and libraries. So, John, where are you from?
My hometown is very small. It's a little town in the countryside in Wisconsin. There are only 5,000 people there.
Wow, there aren't very many people.
No, it's very small. There aren't very many businesses. There isn't a shopping mall. There are a lot of grocery stores. And there are a lot of gas stations. But there isn't much to do there.
Oh, really? Are there any movie theaters?
Well, there is one movie theater. So that's a nice thing to do. In fact, there are many screens in the theater. There are 8 different movies showing.
How about at night? What's fun to do? How about at night? Is there very much nightlife?
Yeah, there's not so much, but there is a bowling alley. It's fun to go bowling with friends. There's a bowling alley and the movie theater. There's one restaurant where you can go for tacos and burritos, and there's one more restaurant for pizza and spaghetti.
Ah,
But during the daytime, you can go to the park. There's a river that goes through the town. So, in the middle of town, there's a river, and there's a park that goes along both sides of the river. And at the park, there is a tennis court and a disc golf course.
disc golf.
Yeah, I like to play disc golf with my friends. It's really fun. And after we finish playing disc golf, we usually go to the pizza restaurant.
Oh, I see. How about schools? Are there very many schools?
Let's see. No, there aren't very many. There is only one elementary school, one junior high school, and one high school. That's it.
Interesting.
Yeah, there aren't very many schools, but the town doesn't need more schools because there aren't very many people there.
I see. Are there any mountains?
No, the whole area is very flat. There are no mountains, but there are a lot of trees. In fact, there are trees on my town's sign because my town is famous for all the trees on every street.
Oh, wow. It sounds like a great city.
So I want to make breakfast for everybody. Do we have anything to make breakfast with?
Oh, we do, but not much. I think we need to go to the store. Let's make a list, and I'll buy some stuff today and bring it back for breakfast.
Okay. Well, how about eggs? Do we have eggs?
Oh, yeah, we have plenty of eggs. We have maybe 2 dozen eggs. So I bought eggs yesterday, so we have enough eggs.
Okay. How about pancake mix? Do we have pancake mix?
I don't think so. I think we have some, but it's not enough, so I will buy more.
Okay.
How much do we need?
Maybe 2 packets.
2 packets? Okay. 2, like, big boxes?
Yeah, maybe 2 big boxes of pancake mix.
Okay.
Do we have any sugar?
I don't think so. We have some, but again, I think it's not enough. So
I
I'll buy.
want to make a lot of pancakes.
Okay, so I'll buy a lot of sugar.
Okay,
I'll buy a big bag of sugar.
that sounds good. Do we have any milk?
We do have a little, but it's not enough, so I'll buy some more. Maybe 2 cartons of milk, 2 liters.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Do we have any bacon?
We don't have any bacon.
No bacon?
No, but we have ham. We have lots of ham. Can we have ham instead of bacon?
Nah, it's gotta be bacon.
Okay, so I'll buy some bacon. How much?
How about 6 rashers of bacon?
Okay.
Or 6 packets of bacon?
6 packets? Okay.
Sounds good. Do we have any coffee?
We do, but probably not enough, so I'll buy a big can of coffee.
Okay, everyone needs to drink coffee.
Yeah, plus we need coffee for us.
Of course. And how about juice? Do we have any juice?
We do. We actually have lots of juice. So I bought juice 2 days ago, and it was on sale, so I bought 3 cartons of juice.
3 cartons.
Yeah, we need to drink the juice.
Okay, that's not a problem then.
Yeah, we have enough juice.
Do we have any syrup?
I think we also have a lot of syrup because we had breakfast a while ago, and we didn't use that much. So there's enough syrup.
Okay. And how about when it's time for washing up? Do we have any dish soap?
I think there's some, but not enough, so we need to buy some more.
We're going to have lots of washing up to do.
Okay, I'll put that on the list.
Okay.
All right, so I think the list is complete. We should be okay. I'll buy everything, and then we should have enough of everything for breakfast tomorrow.
You buy it, and I'll make it.
Oh, sounds good. Okay, Katie, let's talk about your family.
Sure.
In your family, who gets up early?
My mom gets up early every day.
What time does she get up?
My mom gets up at 4 o'clock
What?
in the morning, yes.
That's crazy.
But she also goes to bed very early.
What
So
time?
She goes to bed at 7 o'clock.
Wow, at 7?
At 7 o'clock every day.
Is everyone quiet in the family?
Oh, no. No.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, so who stays up late?
Probably me and my brother. We always stay up late.
Yeah, how late?
Well, when we were younger, we stayed up until 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Which, when you're a 5 or 6-year-old, that's very late.
That is very late. Wow. What about TV? Who watches a lot of TV?
My dad. My dad watches a lot of TV.
Oh, yeah? What does he watch?
He watches sports TV programs. He watches comedy programs. He watches everything.
Okay, yeah, sounds like my dad. Now, my dad falls asleep in front of the TV a lot.
Mine too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, who cleans the house?
Sometimes me and my brother will help clean the house,
Uh-huh.
but mostly it's my mom.
Oh, right. Same. I think it's the same in everybody's house.
I think so too.
No, poor mom.
Yeah.
Well, similarly, who cooks for the family? I bet it's your mom.
Nope, actually, it's my dad.
Really? Oh, great.
My dad is a chef,
Ooh, nice.
so he's very good at cooking meals.
What does he cook?
Lots and lots of stuff. Lots of British food.
Uh-huh.
So a roast beef or fish and chips. Lots of British food.
I lived in England for 1 year, and I love Sunday roast.
Oh, me too.
It's so good.
I wish it was Sunday roast every day.
I know. Okay, in your family, who does the shopping?
Who do you think does the shopping in my family?
Your mother.
Of course. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I don't think my mother would be happy if my dad did the shopping.
Why?
My dad buys too many silly things that we don't need.
Okay, I gotcha. All right, who makes you laugh?
Definitely my dad makes me laugh.
Oh, yeah? How?
My dad makes me laugh a lot. His sense of humor is very different to mine. So when he says a joke and nobody laughs, that makes me laugh.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's funny. So sometimes we argue with people. Who argues with you sometimes?
Not sometimes, all the time, I argue with my brother.
Oh, really?
Yes.
What do you argue about?
Everything. We're very different people.
Okay. For example?
It can be even small things like the color t-shirt that someone is wearing. We will argue about it.
Right. That sounds like my sisters. So I have 2 older sisters. I never fight with either sister. Never. But my sisters fight all the time. Yeah, they love fighting.
I love fighting my brother.
Okay, so in your family, who helps you out a lot?
I hope that we help each other out a lot. I don't think one person helps a lot of people. We all help each other.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. Thanks, Katie.
Thanks.
So, Todd, do you like your house?
I do. It's a nice house, but it's an old house. It's very old.
And how many rooms are in your house?
My house has 4 rooms, a living room, like a sleeping room, a study room, and a kitchen.
Okay, that sounds big. How about bathrooms? How many bathrooms do you have?
I have 2 bathrooms or toilets, and then I have 1 washing room to take a shower.
Oh, nice. And do you have a TV?
I do have a TV in the living room, and I have a big couch and a nice table, and I have cable TV.
Wow.
So I have cable, but I don't watch TV much.
Oh. Well, what about your kitchen? Do you have a kitchen?
I do. I have a very small kitchen. My kitchen has 1 stove, a small stove, a table, and a refrigerator, and a microwave. So I can cook, but it's not easy.
Oh. How many chairs do you have in the kitchen?
We only have 2 chairs. It's very, very small.
Okay. Do you have a kettle?
I do have a kettle. Do you want coffee?
It's an important, important kitchen appliance.
It is. It is. I like that kettle. I think in American English we say coffee pot.
Really?
Yeah. Do we say kettle? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know American English. I need to learn.
For me, a kettle is something you use to boil water.
Yeah.
So you could be making tea or coffee. It doesn't
True.
matter.
Maybe we do say kettle. We say kettle. Sorry.
Okay. How about books, Todd? Do you have many books?
No, I have a rule. I only keep 2 books.
What?
Yeah, so if I want a new book, I must get rid of a book.
Wow.
Only 2, never 3. I don't like having 3, 4.
That is so strict.
It is. It is very strict. My rule. Strange rule.
Okay. How about clothes? Do you have a lot of clothes?
No, I am a minimalist. That means I have few items of clothing. I think I have maybe 5 shirts and 3 pairs of pants.
Wow.
And 2 pairs of shoes. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
It is, kind of. But I'm 47. I'm old, so it's okay. I can wear the same clothes every day. It's okay.
In your house, do you have a patio?
I do, but it's really old and it's not safe.
Oh.
Yeah, it can fall.
Oh.
Or it's old, so I don't use it.
Right.
But I have a small area to go outside, a small garden. It's nice.
Okay. Sounds nice. Sounds like a great house.
It is. It is. Old, but nice.
So, do you think that we should send people to Mars or the moon to spend all this money on space travel?
Well, I think we should. Space travel can give people hope for the future, and space travel can unite people from different countries for a common goal.
But do any countries work together to travel in space?
Oh, certainly. The International Space Station has astronauts from different countries working together. And I think that a joint effort is the best way to do space missions. I think that we could go back to the moon and learn much more by going there than we can learn if we don't go there.
I see what you mean, but I think we could learn more and we could improve more if we can help the people on Earth. Think of everything we could learn from the children that can't get an education these days. Maybe the next Einstein is a poor little girl who doesn't have the money to go to school. If we spent more money on school and clean water and vaccines, maybe we could learn more from ourselves than from going to space and going to Mars.
I agree with you that more money should be spent on education, but we don't need the next Einstein if we're not doing space travel. The problem is, what are people with money willing to spend it on? I think that it would be nice if we could have all the rich countries spend money on education for poor people. But if you look at the numbers, the cost of one space mission is much cheaper than the things we spend money on now.
Like what?
Well, the first example that comes to mind is war. One day of war is so expensive for all the governments and militaries that are involved. One day of war costs more money than one space mission. But
Yeah,
war
that's
goes
true.
on and on for days.
Yeah, and years.
So if you think about the money in terms of Sorry. So, the money for a space mission seems expensive by itself, but when you compare it to other things, it's actually kind of cheap.
I see what you're saying. You're comparing the cost of space travel to war, but I would compare the cost of space travel to the cost of, for example, getting rid of malaria. I think we could get rid of a terrible disease like malaria for as much as we would spend on a trip to Mars.
Getting rid of malaria or going to Mars. Well, of course, I would also choose that we should get rid of malaria.
Maybe we'll have to agree to disagree.
We might have to disagree this time.
Okay.
So, what are 3 foods that you can't stand? 3 foods that you hate?
Number one would be chocolate.
Chocolate!
Yes.
That's crazy.
I don't like the feeling that you have when you put a piece of chocolate inside your mouth. It's like too hot. Like if I eat a piece of chocolate, I need to drink a lot of water. I don't like it. Yeah.
I will gladly eat all of your chocolate. If you have chocolate you don't want,
Yeah.
I'm here.
It's weird because when, chocolate is very popular as a gift. Somebody's always giving you chocolate, and I take it because I don't want to say everybody like I hate chocolate actually. But yeah. What about you? What's something you don't really like?
Well, I have something I don't like that I think is really popular. And every time I say I don't like it, I always get the same, like, what kind of reaction. But I don't like ice cream.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like ice cream. I don't think food should be that cold.
Mm,
I don't like it. Food shouldn't be too cold to eat. It's just
Really?
not.
You don't know what you're missing.
I'm.
Ice creams are really, really good, especially in summer.
Chocolate's really good. Chocolate. I'll take chocolate over ice cream any day.
Well, you can try chocolate ice cream.
Oh, chocolate ice cream is the worst. Chocolate ice cream is the worst. Ugh. No,
What
thank
about a
you.
second one? Do you have any second food that you don't like?
I don't like tomatoes,
Oh.
which is strange because I eat lots of pasta with tomato flavored stuff in it. But just tomatoes by themselves
Mm-hmm.
is not something I enjoy. Whenever I have like a hamburger with a tomato in it, I always have to take it out
Yeah.
and give it to someone else. Just, I don't like it. It's just juicy and not a good juicy way.
Mm-hmm. I don't like
Yeah.
garlic.
You don't like
Yeah.
garlic?
I like garlic in food, but I don't like to see it or eat it and have the taste of garlic. I don't like it.
Once you've got the taste of garlic, you don't get rid of that for about 3 days, right?
Exactly, that's another thing. Yeah. So when my mom is cooking and using garlic, after that she had to remove it. She cannot leave any evidence that she was using garlic in her food. Yes.
Is there another food that you don't like?
I would say sprouts, the Brussels sprouts.
Man, no one likes
Yes,
sprouts.
it's bitter, and even though some people say it's good for your body, I don't like them.
I think, yeah, sprouts are just universally hated. No one likes sprouts.
Yeah, well, but when you are a child, your parents, for some reason, always giving you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cruel.
Oh, I don't like it. It looks like, I feel like a cow eating those things. Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine. It's just, ugh.
What about you? Any other?
I have one more, but it's really strange. I've never actually eaten them, but looking at them makes me really uncomfortable. And that's olives. I hate
Oh,
olives. I
I
can't
love them.
stand olives. Just looking at them makes me want to scream.
Really?
Like, I think it's the hole. I don't like the hole in olives. I'm like scared of olives. It's really strange, but
I
no.
like them. Very
You can have
tasty.
my olives.
Green, black.
Ugh, no. If I see them in a jar at
Better
the
than
supermarket,
chocolate.
just no. Ugh, no. Don't like them. Scared of olives. It's the craziest thing ever, but no. Don't like olives. Keep them away from me.
Good.
So what are 3 foods that you absolutely have to have, that you can't live without?
I would say that I couldn't live without arepa. Is like my daily breakfast in Venezuela. Arepa
that?
is made of corn flour, and it looks like a hamburger. So you put anything you want inside, and it's very tasty. And I would say like 95% of Venezuelans eat arepas every day. Well, it's kind of like a high carb diet in my country, so I need rice also for lunch. And bread. Bread is another thing. In the afternoon, a piece of bread, sweet bread with coffee is kind of like mandatory.
So lots and lots of carbs in your
Yes.
diet.
What about you? What about in England?
Well, English breakfast is not the healthiest of breakfasts. It's like a big big plate with fried eggs, fried sausages, hash browns, like hashed potatoes, beans, just everything fried and everything delicious. And I would say that I can't live without that, but if I ate it every day, then I would probably not be able to leave my house because I would be so, so fat. But it's definitely a food that is in my top foods of all time. That's probably my favorite. But recently I've been eating lots of tofu as
Oh, I
breakfast.
see.
Yeah, so a little bit of tofu, a little bit of soy sauce just for
Just that?
breakfast, which is just, it's a bit of a boring breakfast, but it's really healthy, I guess. So I've been eating that a lot every day. So I probably can't live without that recently. And also pizza. Pizza.
Oh, pizza, yes.
Pizza. I think
Very
everyone
good.
can't live without pizza.
Yes.
Pizza is the best. Pizza is definitely a
Yeah,
food
I
that I
try to
can't live
have
without.
pizza probably once a week, I would say. Yeah.
What's your favorite
It's-
topping?
That would be cheese.
Cheese, classic.
Definitely. Bacon.
Cheese and bacon. Oh, sounds good.
Yes. Very, very tasty.
Just
Yeah.
cheese and bacon or anything
No,
else?
no. I'm going for anything actually, but I will always need to have cheese and bacon on my pizza.
Pizza's not
Yes.
pizza without cheese.
Yes.
Has to have
Yes.
cheese.
Now, what else do you have? So you said tofu, pizza. What other food can you live without?
Well, my grandma is part Italian, so we have
Mhm.
lots of like pasta and lasagna in our
Ah,
family.
good.
So I try and eat, well, I try not to eat a lot of pasta because I'll get really fat, but pasta is definitely something that I can't live without.
Yeah, Italian
So
food,
good.
so good.
Yeah. And again, lots of cheese.
Yeah. We also do a lot of lasagna, but well, we call it pasticcio. It's a
Pasticcio.
different name, but it's the same lasagna, and it's also very tasty.
So
yeah.
good.
But
So like a
high-carb
real,
food.
like, real comfort food, isn't it? Lasagna.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so good. So, what would you say is your comfort food?
My comfort food. That would be arepa again. Yeah, definitely.
You said you can have lots of like fillings in that.
Yes. So my favorite would be black beans with cheese inside. It sounds a little bit like a mix-up of things, but it's really, really tasty. We do eat a lot of black beans every day in Venezuela. Yeah, it's very common. What about you?
My comfort food, I can't eat it as much as I would like to these days, but it's probably my mom's spaghetti bolognese. So good. It's so good. Like lots of pasta, lots of tomato, lots of herbs, lots of cheese.
Sounds good.
Ah, it's amazing. I would like live with my parents if it meant I could have spaghetti bolognese every day. So good, so tasty. Ah, but yeah, it's the best.
Nice.
It's the best.
So, Abidemi, let's talk about abilities.
Sure.
So, you seem to be very talented.
Well, thank you.
So, can you sing well?
No, I don't consider myself a good singer.
No, I can't sing well.
No, I can't sing well.
No, not at all?
Not really.
Do you sing often? Do you sing at karaoke? Do you sing at church?
I sing once in a while, but I don't really like it so much.
Do you ever sing to yourself at home? Like sing in the shower, sing while cleaning the house?
Yes, I do. I enjoy music a lot. I listen to a lot of music, and sometimes I sing along. Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I do that.
Oh,
I don't like singing. I can't sing. I have a terrible, terrible voice.
really?
Yeah. People say I'm tone deaf. So when I sing, my voice is flat. Very
I
bad.
see.
Yeah. I want to sing. I really do, but I have a bad voice.
I'm sure there are plenty of other things that you do very well.
Yeah, maybe.
Well,
So, how about cooking? Can you cook well?
cooking is another activity that I'm not so good at.
No.
I'm not very good at cooking.
You can't cook.
I have a few dishes that I cook really well, but I think I'm too lazy. I don't learn new ones.
Yeah, I'm the same. I don't cook, so I can't cook, right? So we say practice makes perfect, but I never cook, so I can't cook.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
One thing that I do well and really enjoy is dancing.
Ooh, you're a good dancer.
Some people have said that I'm good.
Nice. What style of dancing do you like?
I like hip hop, dance music. When I was younger, I took some jazz classes, and I really enjoyed those as well.
So there's jazz dancing?
Yes, there is.
Oh, wow. What about like salsa dancing or tango dancing?
I like those too. But usually you need a partner for those. So, unless my husband wants to dance, but my husband doesn't really like dancing.
I understand. I'm the same. I can relate. Hey, Katie, how was your weekend?
Oh, it was really great.
What did you do on Saturday?
On Saturday, I went to the library with my friends.
Okay.
I read lots of books, and I had a really, really relaxing time.
Wow, sounds like you took it easy.
Yeah, I did,
Yeah, we need to take a break sometimes.
for sure.
Did you do anything else on Saturday?
On Saturday evening, I went to a restaurant with my coworkers.
Oh, nice. What kind of restaurant?
It was a restaurant that sells only chicken wings.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good chicken?
It was so good. It was very delicious.
Oh, okay. I think I know that place.
Yeah?
Yeah, it has the very spicy chicken.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that place is crazy.
That's
I
my
ate there
favorite.
once. The chicken was too spicy.
Too spicy?
Yeah,
Did you eat it?
I did, and it hurt. It burned my mouth.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I definitely burnt my mouth. So, what about Sunday? Did you do anything on Sunday?
On Sunday, I went shopping with my friends.
Oh, did you buy anything?
Oh, I bought lots of stuff.
Yeah, what did you buy?
I bought some new shoes, and I bought a new dress.
Oh, why did you buy a new dress?
It was cheap.
Okay.
It was on sale.
No special plans?
No, I just like buying clothes.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I don't like buying clothes. So, did you do anything else on Sunday?
After I went shopping, I went to a cafe with my friend,
Okay. Oh, cool.
and
Nice.
we drank some coffee.
What cafe did you go to?
I went to Starbucks.
Oh, everybody goes to Starbucks.
I love Starbucks.
Yeah, I love Starbucks too.
How about you, though? What did you do this weekend?
Well, I had a great weekend. I took it easy also. I didn't do too much. I saw a movie on Saturday night. That was fun.
Oh, really? What movie did you watch?
I finally saw the new Star Wars movie, Rogue One.
You saw the new Star Wars movie?
Yeah, I loved it. It's so good.
Wow, that sounds good. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, it's really good. I hated the first Star Wars movie, the last one, The Force Awakens.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't like it.
Why?
It's just boring. It wasn't that interesting, but the next one, Rogue One, was so good.
Oh, I see. Why did you think so?
I just liked the characters. The story was interesting. It was fun. It was a good movie.
I see. Did you go with anybody?
No, I went alone.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I often go to movies alone. So I like to go to movies alone, actually.
Oh, why?
Because I rarely see movies, and if I see a movie, I just want to watch the movie.
I see.
Yeah, I know. It sounds boring, huh?
I don't like it when people eat popcorn in movies either.
Oh, I know.
I don't like
yeah.
the noise that people make.
Oh, I know. So annoying.
So I can understand why you want to see movies by yourself.
Yeah.
How about Sunday? Did you do anything on Sunday?
Yeah, I had a good time. I went to the park. There's a beautiful park down by the bay, and I went jogging, and I took a bunch of photos because the weather was beautiful.
What did
and-
you take photos of?
Oh, I just took photos of the water, of people at the park, of the mountains. It was a clear day, and the sky was really, really beautiful.
Sounds nice. You'll
Yeah.
have to show me afterwards.
Oh, you have to go there. It's a great, great park. Well, it sounds like you had a good weekend.
You too.
Hey, Meg. So let's talk about our life history.
Okay, let's do it.
So first, when were you born?
I was born in 1984. What about you?
I was born way before that. I was born in 1969.
Oh,
Yeah, a ways ago.
not too long ago.
Yeah, 47 years ago, but yeah.
Okay, a long time ago.
Okay, so when did you graduate high school?
I graduated high school in 2003.
Oh my gosh, really?
What about you?
Wow, I graduated high school in 1987.
Ah, when I was 3 years old.
Wow, yeah. We were probably about the same intelligent level
No,
about that time.
that's not true.
And when did you graduate from college?
I graduated from college in 2010. When did you graduate from college?
I graduated in college in 1993. So like you, I took a little extra time to graduate.
Yeah, I took more time than normal.
And when did you get your first job?
I got my first job when I was 17 years old, I think, when I was still in high school.
What did you do?
I worked at a wedding shop, a wedding dress shop. So I helped to assist the customers and clean the dresses.
That's a cool job.
It wasn't so great,
Why?
actually, because brides can get a little crazy.
I can imagine.
What about you? When was your first job?
Well, my first unofficial job was when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
I was a dishwasher.
Oh, at a restaurant?
Yeah, and I think it was illegal because I was 13. But yeah, I was a dishwasher. But then my first official job was at McDonald's.
Oh, what did you do there?
I made the fillet of fish. But I got fired.
Oh, why?
Also, again, I lied about my age. So actually, wait, I was 14.
Oh,
And I lied and said I was 15,
right.
and they fired me. But I worked there for 3 months,
Oh, and you got paid?
and I got paid.
Well, that's good at least.
Yeah, those were good times, good times. Okay, so when did you meet your best friend?
I met my best friend in 2007. So about 10 years ago. What about you?
Oh gosh, I met my best friend in high school, so I was a sophomore, a second-year student. So that was 1984 or 1985.
Wow, so you've been best friends for a long time.
A long time, yeah, yeah. So,
Great.
and okay, so how about phones? When did you get your first phone?
I think I got my first phone when I was also 17. Same year I had my first job. It was, my first cell phone was that year. What about you?
Well, I got my first phone also when I was 17, but it was a real phone. My parents gave me my own phone line in my house, so I had a phone in my room. Back then, that was common in the 80s, so young high school people would have their own phone in their house.
Yeah, some of my friends had that when I was growing up also, but I wasn't lucky enough to get my own phone until I could pay for it myself.
Oh.
John, tell me about your day. What time do you wake up?
Well, let's see. Some days I wake up early, maybe about 6 o'clock. Yeah, sometimes I wake up at 6 o'clock. When I get up early, I like to get ready for the day, take a shower, and have breakfast. But other days, I don't like getting up early. Maybe I'll sleep in until 10 or 11.
Wow.
Yeah, I like sleeping in late, so sometimes I wake up at 11. On those days, if I know I won't wake up until 11, I'll take a shower the night before I go to bed. How about you, Sarah? When do you usually wake up?
Well, I like every day to be the same.
Oh,
So I wake up every day at 8 o'clock.
8?
8. And I always do the same thing. First, I make coffee right away. Then, I wake up my kids, and we have breakfast together at about 8:30.
Really?
Yes, we usually have something easy like bread and yogurt and fruit.
I like to have coffee every morning. Whether I wake up at 6 or at 10, I'm still going to have coffee. But I often skip breakfast. Do you always eat breakfast every day?
Yes, if I don't eat breakfast, I'm so hungry. What about lunch? What time do you have lunch?
Lunch is the same every day for me. I always eat lunch at 12:30 p.m. So whenever I wake up, I do some things, and then I always have lunch at 12:30 p.m. Just half past noon. And I always have a simple lunch, maybe some soup or spaghetti or a sandwich, something light. And it's always at half past noon. What time do you eat lunch?
That's interesting. I have breakfast at the same time every day, but lunch is always at a different time.
Really?
Because I'm busy in the morning. I go out, maybe I go shopping, sometimes I clean the house. So I might have lunch at 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock, sometimes as late as 2:30.
Oh, that's getting late.
Yes, but it's always an easy lunch, like you. Maybe crackers and cheese, or a sandwich, or a baked potato.
I see.
So, Meg, you look like a healthy person. Do you eat lots of fruits and vegetables?
I do eat lots of fruits and vegetables, especially fruit. I love to eat fruit because it's so sweet.
Yeah? What fruits do you like?
I love bananas because they're so healthy for you, and so usually in the morning for breakfast I'll have a banana. I also love blueberries. Blueberries are my favorite fruit, but sometimes they're expensive, so I can't often eat blueberries.
Oh, I agree. Blueberries are so good. I love blueberries in oatmeal.
Ah, that's a good idea. I love to have blueberries in muffins.
Oh, that's nice. Well, you bake. Do you bake blueberry muffins?
I do bake blueberry muffins and also blueberry bread, blueberry pancakes, many blueberry things.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Mm.
So, are there any fruits you don't like?
I don't like kiwi, actually, because the flavor is okay, but the fruit is too soft. So usually I don't want to eat kiwi.
Oh, wow. I love kiwi. I love kiwi and bananas. It's very good.
Sounds okay, but maybe I'll just have the banana.
So, what about vegetables? Are you a person who eats lots of salad?
I don't eat a lot of salad, but I do like to eat vegetables with my meals, usually lunch and dinner.
So you cook vegetables?
I cook vegetables or I eat vegetables fresh. For example, usually with my lunch, I'll cut up a cucumber and put some salt or pepper on the cucumber and eat it with my lunch.
Oh, great. I love vegetable sticks. So I love carrot sticks, cucumber sticks, radish sticks. It's very good.
Do you like to dip vegetable sticks into any dressing?
I do, but it's not healthy, right? But
No.
yeah, I love the dressing, like the ranch dressing with carrot sticks or the ranch dressing with cucumber sticks. It's very nice.
Yeah, it's pretty delicious, but you're right, not so healthy.
No. So what vegetables do you cook?
Sometimes I cook broccoli. I actually like to roast broccoli, which is when you put broccoli into the oven and cook it for a few minutes. So it's really delicious. You can add some salt or seasonings, and it's easy to make. You can cook some meat or rice while the broccoli is in the oven, and then it's ready for your dinner.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, you see some vegetables, like on a kebab, that are roasted. I guess onions are roasted, peppers are
Right.
roasted. Do you
Right.
roast other vegetables besides broccoli?
Sometimes tomatoes and sometimes potatoes, although, is that a vegetable?
It is, but it's not a very healthy vegetable.
Oh, so maybe I shouldn't eat potatoes.
Oh, I love potatoes, though. So you roast vegetables. Do you cook vegetables any other way? Do you boil vegetables or fry vegetables?
Sometimes I boil vegetables. For example, I like to boil carrots because they're soft and you can add some spices again to have some flavor when you eat carrots with your meal.
Yeah. Actually, I love carrots, but I only like raw carrots.
Oh, really?
And I hate cooked carrots.
Oh, well, I'll try to remember that if you ever come over for dinner.
Yeah, carrot sticks, please.
Okay.
So, Hannah, tell me, do you cook much?
Yes, I always cook. I often cook with my roommate, and we always make Chinese or Japanese food. How about you?
Well, I don't really cook that often because I'm really busy during the week. So I always get something in a shop and eat that. But during the weekends, I always cook during the weekends because I really like making food. So that's what I do.
So, do you ever eat out?
Only occasionally, because I'm really busy during the week and I prefer cooking during the weekends. So not really often. I don't go out really often to eat. But whenever I'm tired and I don't have time to cook during the weekend, I go and eat out with a friend. So how about you?
Well, I always cook, so I normally go and eat out on the weekends with my friends or family.
So do you ever buy takeaway?
No, I never. Normally when I go out to eat, I like to sit and enjoy my food. How about you?
Well, that's really nice. Of course, I do like to sit and enjoy my food, but I have to admit that occasionally I have to buy takeaway, especially when I'm coming late from work and I'm driving. I'm so hungry that most of the times I don't really make it home, so I have to buy something and eat it on my way. That's a shame, but that's the way it is. And do you usually have people over for dinner?
Yes, I sometimes do. I really like cooking, so occasionally I invite my friends over and I cook for them, or we all cook together. How about you?
Not really. I do love cooking, but the problem is my place is really small. So even though I want to invite my friends, I never do it because my place would only fit 1 or 2 people. So unfortunately, I never have my friends over for dinner.
Hey Katie, I'm having a party, Super Bowl party at my house on Sunday in a couple weeks. Would you like to come over?
Okay, but I have absolutely no idea what the Super Bowl is.
Well, the Super Bowl is our big sporting event, and we have it once a year. But it's okay if you don't know anything about American football, because actually the Super Bowl is kind of like our unofficial holiday.
Okay.
Yeah, so what happens is everybody comes over to somebody's house, and you have a big party, and you watch the game, but nobody really watches the game. There's lots of other stuff going on, so it should be good.
Do you have, like, Super Bowl food that you
Exactly. So it's kind of like a big feast. So we'll have, like hamburgers and stuff that we'll barbecue, and we'll have lots of, like, chips and dip and stuff like that. So you don't have to bring any food, but it's potluck. So if you do want to bring something, I would recommend it.
Do you have to be, like, a supporter of one of the teams in the final?
No, and actually the game's not for a couple weeks, so we don't know who the 2 final teams are going to be.
Right.
They still have to decide, but actually there's a bunch of things that have nothing to do with football on the Super Bowl that you'll probably like. The first is they have the halftime show. You may have heard about the Super Bowl halftime show.
Okay.
You like music, right?
I love music.
Right, so they always have a really big musical act. And actually this year, I don't remember who it is. I'll have to check, but it's usually somebody like Bruno Mars or U2 or somebody like that.
I think last year it was Katy Perry, was it not?
It might have been, yeah, but it's always a really, really big person. Another thing that's really cool about the Super Bowl is the commercials.
Okay.
So the commercials, the companies spend a lot of money on the commercials, and they're usually really good. So the commercials, people are often more into the commercials than the game.
Okay.
Especially if one team's if it's a lopsided win. So yeah, so the commercials are fun.
What kind of commercials do they have?
Like companies like Pepsi or Coke or like really big name companies.
Like the really big ones.
Yeah, they'll spend like millions and millions of dollars. These are usually the most expensive commercials because it's one local game and one local audience. Like the World Cup is a more watched event, but the commercials are regional for all the different countries. Whereas the Super Bowl, the commercials are just for Americans.
Yeah.
So yeah, these are usually the most expensive commercials like around the world. So they're usually really well done.
Is it just American teams in the Super Bowl?
Yes, it's very, Americanized, you might say. But, like I said, the game's really not that important. But there is one way that you can make money.
Okay, I'm interested.
So what happens is we have like a pool and you can draw numbers and like, you don't have to know anything about football, but you can have like, draw numbers for the first person to score a touchdown or the first player to get a penalty or things like that. And you just fill out the chart, and then if your player gets that, then you can get money. So you have to contribute. You have to pay like $10 to play, but then it's in a pool, and then you could win money at different points during the game.
Have you ever won at the Super Bowl before?
Yeah, it's kind of like how it works out where everybody wins a little money and everybody loses a little money. So, gambling technically is illegal, but but it's like just one of those things that everybody does.
It's not for big money.
No.
Just for a little bit of money.
Just a little bit of money.
So it's okay.
Just to have fun. Yeah. So, and then once I find out what teams are in the finals, then I'll tell you about the colors. And it's usually best that you choose one team that you're going to support.
Okay.
So I'll fill you in about who the teams are later and all
Right.
that. So are you willing to come?
Yeah, sounds like fun.
Okay, cool.
I'm in.
All right, so it's going to be at my house at 3, so if you can show up around 2-ish.
Should I bring some food?
You can bring some type of maybe salad or like a bean dish or something like that if you like. But we'll the main food we'll provide. We'll have pizza, we'll have burgers. Oh, and it's BYOB.
Okay.
So if you want to drink, you have to bring your own alcohol.
All right.
But we will have some beers and stuff. Do you drink?
Sometimes.
Okay, cool.
Like 10% of the time.
All right, so see you there. Glad you can come.
No worries.
So we've been talking about women's roles in society, and are you a stay-at-home mom or a working mom?
Well, I guess I'm both. Right now, I'm on maternity leave, and I'm on month 6 of maternity leave.
What does that mean?
So, maternity leave is when you have a job, but then you become pregnant, or you're going to have a baby, maybe adopt too. So you're going to have a baby, and so you take time off of work to stay home with the new baby.
Oh, I see. Do you still get paid?
I do. I get about half of my wage. So I do still get paid, and I'm very grateful for that. So I've been at home with the new baby for 6 months, and I'm going to go back to work next month.
Oh. What will happen with the baby?
So I have 2 kids, actually. I have a toddler and a baby. And both of them will go to daycare during the day.
I see.
So I signed up for the daycare before the baby was even born. It's really hard to find good daycare that you can afford, that's near your house. So you have to start planning before the baby's even born if you're the type of person who wants to go back to work.
I see. I don't think many men worry about getting good daycare for their children when they
No.
think about their jobs.
No. Even when there's a family and the mother and father both work, still it's the mother that has to do everything with the kids, usually. Usually the mom has to, for example, get the bag ready for the kids to take to daycare. They have to arrange the daycare. The daycare has the mother's phone number, usually. And so the mom has to do a lot of extra work, even though mom and dad both have full-time jobs.
I see. Are you saying that things should be different?
Yes, I think things should be different. I'm so lucky. My husband agrees with me. And my husband, he drops the kids off at daycare and he picks them up and he does the laundry and the dishes. And it helps me focus on my career so that I can stay late at work if I need to. I can go to an extra meeting on a weekend, and it makes me feel more fulfilled that it's not my husband's job that comes first. A lot of times women make less money than men and they put their job second to their husband, and it's not equal and it's not fair. And so I think that people should work on making things more equal.
Well, I agree with you.
Thank you.
Okay, so Sarah, you said you participated in rodeos before, but I thought only men ride horses in rodeos.
Yeah, like 99.9% of the time, the men do all of the rodeo sports. There's like 2 sports for women, and the rest of them are all for men.
Oh.
When I said I wanted to do the traditionally male events, they said, "You can't do that. You're a woman. You have to do these other events that are not dangerous, they're safe." For example, the men do calf roping. You work with a baby cow, a calf that's about 100 pounds. The women do goat roping. And they work with a tiny goat that's about the size of a small dog. So I just always thought the difference was stupid. I don't want to do the easy, safe event. I want to do the difficult event. And people were really surprised. And first they said you can't. And I said I'm going to anyways.
Wow.
And the first time I did the saddle bronc, they said, look, 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 we got you a girl horse because you're a girl.
Oh my.
And I thought, well, you didn't need to draw more attention to it. I just want to compete like everyone else.
Right.
And my first time, I fell off the horse and I was really injured. And I was laying there and one of my friends came running out. And he said, I thought he was going to help me up and help me leave because I was really hurt. And instead he said, hurry up, you got to get out of the arena because the next person wants to go.
Oh, wow.
And I was really happy that he said that, actually, because he was just treating me the way he treated any other competitor. Oh, get up, be tough, you're fine.
Yeah.
And I didn't want anyone to help me.
So he didn't help you.
Right. And I was really glad that he was treating me like everyone else. And when you see a rodeo, you'll see that the women do events where they can dress really nice. They always wear nice clothes, beautiful hat, they even have earrings and things on. And when the men do events, they're doing the events that they really have to use their muscles and get dirty. And I really liked doing those instead. I'm not saying one is better than the other. I'm just saying I liked to do the other one, and I think that maybe other women like to do the other events too.
So, do you think the situation is improving? Are more girls joining rodeo now?
I don't think so. I think the sport of rodeo is becoming less popular.
Oh.
So I think in the future there won't be more women in rodeo. There will just be fewer people in rodeo.
Oh, I see.
Because the rodeo events, they're not very kind to the cows or the other animals. And as people get older, maybe they get more soft-hearted, like me. And they don't want to make the animals get tied up or chase the animals. And so I think fewer people are interested in rodeo these days.
So I want to ask you about when is the right age to have stuff or to start doing stuff. What do you think is the right age to start having a phone?
Oh, I think for security reasons, to keep the child safe, perhaps maybe about 11 or 12, when they start going around places without their parents.
Yeah.
It would be a way for me to contact my daughter. Even now, my daughter's only 6 and she doesn't have a phone. And that's far too young, I believe. However, she walks to school by herself.
Yeah.
And walks home by herself, and that stresses me out for her safety. So there are times where I wish I could phone her or text her, but she doesn't have a phone, and I do believe that 6 is far too young to have a phone.
A little bit too young.
Yes. So purely for security reasons, I think probably around 11 or 12.
How old were you when you first got your phone?
Oh, well, I'm an old person, so, people didn't have mobile phones. I was reaching the end of high school. I was, I think, 17 when I got my first mobile phone. And it was a big brick. But again, that was for, I guess security reasons.
Yeah.
My parents got it for me. I was going out, I'd started going out at night, going to concerts, and I was beginning to be allowed going into bars and things, 17, 18. So, yeah, it was a good security thing. My parents were appreciative of being able to contact me.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about you? How old were you when you first got your mobile phone?
Oh, goodness. I was about 12 or 13. I was really young.
Okay.
And I only got my first mobile phone, or my first cell phone, because my best friend had got the same one, and I wanted to send picture messages to her. It was back in the old days where you couldn't send photos, you couldn't take photos.
Picture messages. I couldn't even
messages.
send picture messages. Mine was just text, pressing the same button over and over
yeah.
again.
Oh yeah. So I never really used it as a way of security. I just used it to send really overpriced picture messages to my friend. For absolutely no reason. It was such a waste. And to play Snake. Do you remember Snake?
Oh yeah,
Snake. The little game that you could play on your phone.
Yep.
Yeah, I didn't use it for a good use, I think. I just used it to waste time. It's
Fair enough.
ridiculous.
Well, you're 12, you said, right?
12, 13, yeah.
Well, that sounds age appropriate, I think. Age appropriate use.
Yeah, it's a good time to start wasting your time. A good age to start wasting time.
Yeah. So, Gilder, we're both teachers and we both live and work abroad, right, from our home countries. I'm from Scotland and you're from Venezuela. So, I'm sure we both have to deal with homesickness because we're so far from our home. How do you deal with homesickness?
Oh, it's very difficult because, as you said, I'm so far from my country.
Yeah.
And like special seasons like Christmas or during the Holy Week is something that we celebrate a lot. I feel really homesick, especially because of the food. We have particular food and also meeting with your friends, hanging out with them, going to the beach. So all those things that I don't have here is it really makes me feel homesick. But one thing I do is I always try to go for things in the country where I'm living. So what do the locals do? Is there any interesting? And it's a sort of like an adventure because you're doing something new, so you're kind of replacing something that you're used to do by something new. So in a way, it's nice dealing with homesickness.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, that's kind of what I was going to say. You said replacing. I was going to say just distract yourself with other activities. Obviously, we've met new people living here, and I've made some new and wonderful friends. And it's not the same as your life back home, but it's a good distraction, I think. You mentioned activities, so yeah, just exploring the new culture that we're in, and if feeling homesickness. In regards to food, there's a lot of delicious food here in Japan, delicious food, so we can distract our needs, I guess.
Yeah, that's one of the good things of being in Japan is the fact that you get to know people from all over the world and try so many different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a distraction. It's a good distraction. Yeah.
One strategy I have as well for homesickness is whenever someone comes to visit, which is very rare, but it does happen, I send them a list of things that they can fill their suitcase with to bring over for me. Foods from home and just tea bags from the local supermarket and, some cosmetics or toiletries that I cannot buy here, particular brands that I like. And it's little things like that help me, I think, deal with not having them. Basically having them, that helps me deal with not having them.
I also do that sometimes. Like my family, they try to visit me once a year, so their suitcase packed of stuff from Venezuela, which is very important for me. And also I try to find those supermarkets from South America, like Brazilian supermarkets.
Right, yeah.
Or sometimes the Filipino supermarkets, they have stuff that we have in Venezuela.
Yes.
So yeah, it's very nice.
I actually used to live up in a different part of Japan where there was quite a large Brazilian population and there were many, like a Brazilian convenience store.
Yes.
Wonderful bread. The meat was good too. Yeah, lots of really good products. So I guess a shop like that would help you in particular.
Yes, I guess Brazilians, they don't have the same issue that we have with homesickness because they can get a lot of stuff from Brazil here in Japan.
True. Yeah. Well, of course, there are international stores around. I'm lucky enough to, even in a small city like this, I have an international store that's reasonably close. So there are a few products that I feel happy about, I guess. Maybe I wouldn't even buy them at home, but when I see them in the shop here, I feel like, I can't get other things, so I'm going to buy these biscuits.
Likewise, something that you can read.
That's true. Just peel the language sticker off the top and read the English below. Yeah, there are different ways to cope with it, I think.
Yes.